Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming on here with another reading for you guys, and today we are focusing on messages for you. It can be anything. If I feel like it's coming from a certain person or maybe spirit, I'm gonna let you know. So pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 4 is on your right. If you need some more time, stop the video and I'll catch you in timestamps. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, I want to say first of all thank you guys for beautiful messages and for encouraging messages. Sometimes I get messages like, hey, just want you to know that you are loved, or you know, your work matters, and I'm like, whoa, like sometimes you don't even need that, you don't even know that you need to hear that. So thank you all for being thoughtful, considerate, and being cool people overall. Happy to have you. Okay, pile number 1. I don't even know where we're gonna start. I don't know what questions I want to ask. I just know that I want to pass a message that might help someone out there. So when I think start with energy checkup, what are you going through right now? What is happening with you, pile number 1? We have the Fool. All right. Okay, whoa. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Tower. Awesome. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I love having that for you here. Let's put it right here. Okay, guys, so as usual, filter messages out. I'm reading for a lot of people, but I hope you're gonna get a gist. Now, for a lot of you, what's happening here, what I'm seeing, you might be thinking about, stepping out of your comfort zone, or you just did. Maybe something that you're not used to doing, something that is quite new to you. For a lot of you, it might be a new version of yourself that you are discovering. Things might be shifting for the better for you. For other people, I'm seeing you becoming more and more creative with each day. And I'd say the hidden message here for you guys, those who are afraid to step into that creative role in your life or to do something new, this is an acknowledgement saying, hey, there's something there for you. You're going to be successful. The thing is, you might be afraid of doing something, whatever this is, that feels new, unexplored, because deep down with this Tower card, you know that the old version of you or the old way of doing things have to go, and it might not be the most comfortable place to be in. So a lot of times people are afraid of doing things differently, but this is very subconscious because you are so used to doing things your way or the same way, or being in the same place, same environment, same job, same relationship or pattern, that your fear kicks in. And you guys are being encouraged not to be afraid and to keep moving forward. This is a time to express yourself creatively. This is a time to express yourself, I want to say, express your passions. That can also be a relationship type of scenario here. Express your fire. That's something that you're being asked to do right now. And if you're doing so, know that this is going to take you places. You have the Wheel of Fortune right next to the Tower. What are you going to choose? The fear or the big ass change? Lovely. Okay. Yeah, you see the Nine of Swords came out reversed, like fears, kicking in, but I'm resisting it. I'm not allowing it to hold me back. I'm not allowing this to hold me back. Let me adjust the camera for you all. Okay, good. I also want to say, for some of you, maybe you're working in a job where you are helping people to face their own fears. And for doing so, maybe it helps you out as well. But this is not for everyone, obviously. It's quite specific. Okay, let's see what you can expect, pile number 1. What you can expect, pile number 1. Yeah, someone is afraid. It's almost like afraid, what if I'm gonna go there or do this? It's gonna be too fast. I won't be able to control something. Maybe you do tend to have a bit of control issues. You know, I want this to go my way. This is saying be flexible and allow, you know, universe to shift things around for you whenever it sees, or God, whatever you believe in, whenever it sees that there needs to be an amendment. Yeah, and I'd say don't hold on too tightly to what it is that you think is going to happen, because I'm seeing a moment of surprise here for pile number 1, and allow that surprise to come in. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords here. There's a bit of a story I'm seeing behind that card. You have the Magician. For some of you, I'm seeing maybe you're putting one project, one hobby on stop, on hold, and you're continuing with the other. So pay attention to what is dragging for you right now, or what you feel like you want to put aside, because your intuition is talking to you right now. If something is not moving forward for a while and you keep pushing it, this is saying let's focus on that other thing, okay? Let's see where that takes us. It's not to say that you completely ditch that, you know, other thing, project, whatever this is. You just kind of shifting your focus towards something else. Okay, what can you expect, pile number 1? You have the Nine of Wands. Whatever it is that you're thinking of, this is a big plan or big idea of some sorts. This is saying, know that this is going to take courage and work, but at the end of the day, you're going to end up liking what it is that you do and who you are. I'm seeing here. There is a moment of purging here that's happening. It can come through in many ways, maybe realization, maybe finishing something up. Afterwards, I'm seeing almost like someone's working really hard and then they lay down and they're like, whew, you know, what a day. Look at how much I've done. This is a time for you to take care of yourself physically and mentally. Don't push too hard, okay? Even if you're stepping out of your comfort zone, this is saying in between things, take care of yourself and don't put yourself on the back seat. You gotta maintain your energy levels right now. Maybe some of you are feeling a little bit chaotic energy-wise. You don't know where it's coming from, because there is almost like a moment of shift here that is happening, but it's very mental, okay? It's all mental here for you. What is your higher self proud of? What is your higher self proud of? Knight of Cups, the Empress. And the Page of Wands. Your higher self is most proud of you every time you allow yourself to have fun and to do things that you love. Take care of yourself, your feminine energy especially, right? This is nurturing energy. This is wisdom, this is nurturing energy. This is something that isn't seen with a naked eye. It's saying every time you do tend to, almost like I want to say celebrate yourself, we celebrate that with you. And I'm saying we because for some of you, this is your spirit team, okay? You're quite unique. You came here on this earth for a reason, big, some sort of a plan, some kind of a contract that you have signed prior to incarnating here. And it's saying don't be afraid or don't question yourself if you tend to be different. You're meant to be different. Not everyone might understand you at first, but in the long run, you are going to be looked up to because it's almost like you're able to shatter the walls yourself through being different, through doing things your own way. What is it that pile number 1 needs to let go of here? We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. It's saying make sure that you do not kind of ditch opportunities while sitting in Five of Pentacles energy. And Five of Pentacles energy is quite tricky sometimes to recognize if that's something that you're used to. This is a lack, right? I don't have enough of this, or I feel like I'm not good enough at that. It's saying make sure you don't attract what you don't want by thinking that way and by being in that energy. Okay, we're leaving that type of energy behind. We're moving on, and allow yourself to take what is yours in the future. I do think that for some of you, you might get an offer, or someone is going to propose something to you, or they just did, that you might want to decline. But this is 50-50, because I can't say for everyone that that's going to happen. But for some of you, it came up in a way where, hey, what do you need to let go of? Maybe there is something that you're being offered and you're not completely sure about it, and your intuition is literally on blast saying like, I don't know about that. Are you sure? Are you sure? So I'd say listen to your intuition when it comes to that. For some of you, some sort of a trip might be delayed here as well, with the Six of Swords, or some kind of postponing is happening here, okay? And I do believe it's happening here for a reason, because something else has to happen prior to this in order for the doors to be wide open. Otherwise, you'll get stuck through that door. There is something that needs to be left behind, some kind of a baggage, whatever it is, you know, whatever that represents to you, so that you can move freely. I do hope that this made sense, pile number 1 tribe. Thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 2, first of all, I would like to thank you all guys for your messages, for encouragement. And I love sometimes when people decide to send me a message saying, hey, by the way, you loved, you know, you cared for, and appreciate your work. So I really appreciate your consideration and your thoughtfulness. And I just love reading messages of yours, guys. Love the tribe, must love the tribe. Okay, let's take a look at what is happening here. Obviously, I can't shuffle today. I don't know what's happened. Clumsiness 100. Okay. I'm kind of going to check up on you first of all, okay? What is it that's happening with you right now? We have the King of Coins. What's happening with you right now, pile number 2? We have the Five of Coins. This is quite contradicting, isn't it? Let's see. And we have the Nine of Spears. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower reversed. It's interesting because we did have a Tower in the first pile too. So this is already kind of collective messages here. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people within the next couple of weeks, plus minus, I'd say, would experience surprises, okay? Let's talk about the King of Coins, Five of Coins, and Nine of Spears here. I'm gonna put it up a little bit, so yeah, it's better a bit, but it's not that great because of the light. So there is a bit of like a push and pull energy here. Someone knows that they have so much already, especially financially. You know, the job is good, especially when it comes to finances for most of you. But there is almost like that wonder beneath the surface. Like, is it actually that good? It's like, I'm seeing that someone has everything that they need in life, but at the same time, they're like, do I really? And there might be that, you know, thought kicking in from time to time. I gotta protect my money. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But I don't see a need to here with the King of Coins coming up first, you know. This is someone who has you know, a roof above their heads. They have a good career. They're well paid. But then somehow Five of Coins steps in and it says, why do we feel like that when we have this? You know, what is it that we're fighting for? Is it worth fighting for that, or is it something that's made up, you know? Maybe you do have some type of, you know, guys, pile number 2, or you overcoming a mentality of poor. Now, I'm very strongly getting the message here that for some of you might have been poor in the past life. And if you do get these senses sometimes that like, oh, you know, I'm lacking this or I'm lacking that, and it's out of nowhere, just recognize that. See if it sits right with you, because that's quite specific. And you're like, but why am I worried about this? I actually have what I need. I don't know where it's coming from. It's probably coming from the past experiences, though. It doesn't have to be the past life, but it can be maybe the way your parents, what kind of relationship one of the parents or both had with money, right? How did they see money? How did they see wealth? Or you know, how they went about their life and their finances. So that's quite important here, what I'm seeing. It might be influencing some of you guys here, and there's that need to almost like protect what I have without having a ground for it or reason for it. That's what I'm picking up. Let's see, pile number 2. What can you expect? What can you expect? You have the 9 of Cups. Oh, too many, guys. I don't want them. Let's put them back. If it comes out, it's meant to be. You have the Star. And you have the 8 of Cups. I feel like I want one more. Bottom of the deck, a Chariot. Pile number 2 is conquering something here. What you can expect in the future. It does seem like you're gonna be emotionally really happy with the 9 of Coins here, but somehow that happiness is connected to your wisdom, your work, your research, your education, what you put in your head, you know, what you've read and how you use it now. You're pretty happy about, I'd say, your career is coming through here. In the future, you're pretty stoked about your career. And with a star next to it, I believe that you might be visible online, or you are almost like that shining star to the people in your circle or those who are next to you. People look up to you, you know, and the Chariot tells me that at the bottom of the deck too. But there is a bit of a plot twist here, what I'm seeing. With the 8 of Cups, you might decide to leave something behind here that you used to do, or you're refusing something because you have something else in mind. You're like, I know this is good enough for me, but I want something else. So maybe you're changing relationships or career, and I don't see that you struggled before. I just see that you are seeking for something new. Almost like, you know, there is a big shift in career happening. Maybe your structure, how you do things, maybe a new offer is coming through here. Something that you find yourself though, you know. When it comes to offers, it does seem like this guy decided to walk away here and leave those guys behind. He's like, guys, gotta explore, you know, gotta explore. I'll be back, maybe I won't, right? And on the way, he finds this coin. And he's like, ooh, what's that? I knew that I had to go there because there was something there for me. My star was guiding me towards this. And now I got this. And it's almost like I'm getting a shift of maybe lifestyle as well for some of you. How I used to live my life and how I'm living my life in the future. There's something about timing. You know, you're going to view time differently, and you're going to treat and cherish your time differently. How much I could do during that time. Right? What else? Let's continue that story after the Ace of Coins, because that intrigues me. We have the Hierophant. Ooh, maybe some of you are shifting towards more of a spiritual path, or even if you're on one already and you're doing something professionally, you are aiming to become a mentor of some sorts or to teach others, and you're like, I think I have potential for this. Or, you know, not necessarily if that's not something that you see yourself doing. For some of you, You might come across a mentor or a person who gives you quite a lot of knowledge and you're like, whoa, that's great. And that's your chariot coming back. That's great. You know, I'm pretty stoked about this, what you have to teach me or what I have to teach other people. And it seems like, you know, for me, the way I'm seeing these cards, and this is the same Hierophant, right? But shape-shifting. And people, this is very much like, reminds me a bit of a past life stuff. Someone who was a different soul and now they're a different soul in a different, they had a different body, but now they are the same soul in a different body. And there's some sort of a respect, recognition coming through here for pile number 2. But it comes around the time, after the time when someone decides to go on their own and explore what they want to explore. Some of these people, they don't even know where they're going, they're following their gut. It's as simple as, you know, making a phone call or taking a walk and you're talking about one topic and some other topic comes up and then you're like, wow, honestly, that's amazing, that's what I've been looking for, you know, that's what I needed. Awesome, I didn't know you do this, or I didn't know you know about this. So it's all about discovery here in pile number 2. What is your spirit team or your higher self, whatever you feel more connected to right now, proud of? We have the 2 of coins. How are you able to juggle a couple of things at once? How are you able to deal with busy periods in your life? Your determination. King of Cups. And you're doing everything from heart, okay? That's something that's being very appreciated here. You're doing everything from heart. You're very compassionate. Keep being this person, okay? You're able to communicate and connect to people on a very close level. I want to say on a soul level. And a lot of people appreciate that, okay? For some of you, there is one more scenario. Your spirit team or your higher self is proud of someone that you came across who feels like a family, I want to say. It can be someone recent that you met, but whoever this is, they feel like a family. I'm not sensing that this is romantic intuitively. This is someone who feels like a family. It can be even a stranger online, okay? Who feels like a family. That was almost like brought to you by chance. That's what I want to say. Whoever this person is, doesn't matter. I'm also getting that for pile number 2, you are able to change people's lives without doing anything. Just by being present around them, somehow your energy triggers theirs and they decide to shift things around. That's what I'm picking up. It's like sometimes you might say something and that person might not even respond to what you said, you know. But then when they come back home, they're like, damn, that was deep. Damn, actually, that's true, you know. Let me think about this. You're able to somehow influence people's energies in the best way possible. Sometimes, you know, if someone is in the wrong place and they keep, you know, being there for too long, this can act as a shift that isn't very pleasant to someone else, but overall, it's good stuff. It's almost like you're able to... I want to say there is one more message, guys. Sorry, I'm jumping between messages. Your spirit team or your higher self is proud of how quick you either learn something or you master something. It's almost like you don't keep yourself stuck in the same place for too long. You keep going and wanting for more, and you being hungry. This is saying keep being hungry, okay? What is it that pile number 2 needs to let go of? What is it that pile number 2 needs to let go of? Someone is really curious about someone else's life. This is saying, is that beneficial for you? We have the Devil. What should you let go of? We have the Knight of Spears. Sorry, King of Spears. And we have the Eight of Coins. Okay, for some of you, sometimes your passion for something or someone can be overwhelming and it can turn into a bad habit. This is saying acknowledge when that happens, either at work or in relationship. When I'm talking relationship, this is chemistry, this is that pull. Okay, it's saying let's recognize when that becomes a little bit too much and it consumes you. Work or relationship, let's make sure we don't have any chains connected to our bodies. We gotta cut it off because you can do both. You can rest or you can live your life and do the other thing and focus on the other thing, person or job. Let's keep the balance flowing. This is saying we don't want to be obsessed with something or someone too much, because that's when it turns to a toxic habit. Okay, we gotta keep ourselves focused here and balanced. And for pile number 2, since you do have this, you know, fiery energy and you do have this, you know, strength and stamina, for you, if you want something, it might be difficult to let go of it or to take a break from that. This is saying recognize when this happens and let's improve that. But overall, awesome messages, pile number 2. I hope that this was helpful. Tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey guys, whoever has chosen pile number 3, I want to take a minute, guys, to thank you all for encouraging messages, for following what I'm doing, for encouraging me on introspective hypnosis. I can't wait to put it out there for you all, guys. But it's gonna take me a while. I want everything to be set and ready. All right, let's see. Pile number 3. I'm gonna check on you first of all and see what is happening with you, and we'll go from there. Pile number 3. What is going on? We have the 9 of Potions, which is the 9 of Cups, which I love having here for you. We have the Hangman. All right, and we have the Magician. Okay, so Potions, Magician vibe in here already. For a lot of you, you focused on your magic. That's what I want to say for you. You focused on your magic. You are, you know, don't be surprised if there will be or there was a moment for you where everything felt a little bit, you know, stagnant, or you had to postpone something, because that is needed here on your journey. There's a wish fulfillment that is gonna make you super happy, or it did already, something that you are, I think you're just in a happy place, you know. If you're not just yet, you're gonna be there. But it's very connected to how capable you are of multitasking and different talents that you have. It's saying explore your own talents, explore your own abilities, because there is something there for you. There is something magical waiting for you, I want to say, on the other side. But don't pressure yourself too much when you feel like the time, the universal time, source time, doesn't match yours. Okay, the weather is super weird. It got really dark really fast. It's crazy today, but I love it. Okay, someone really needs to sleep in pile number 3. Give yourself more rest. What can you expect in the future? We have the 2 of Candles. We have the 6 of Potions. And we have the 7 of Presents. Bottom of a deck, we have the Knight of Needles. Okay, So what I'm seeing here for pile number 3, what you can expect, it seems like there is something resurfacing here, someone or something that's gonna make you pretty happy. But at first you might be a little bit distraught and you might not know which direction to go. But for some of you, I'm seeing it's not bad to explore both options, you know. Be a bit like a kid, this is saying. Be curious. This is very needed for you right now in your life, because overall in pile 3, I keep getting you're gonna be rewarded for your patience and your determination. So keep going, keep walking forward. Do not get distracted or discouraged by those hanged man times, okay, when things are not moving maybe as fast as you want them to. Because it does seem like for some of you, your patience is being tested, but in the best way possible, where you have to one day learn and just go with the flow and know everything that you're doing and everything that you're passionate about will come to fruition. Sometimes you might be your own worst enemy when it comes to timing, right? And it's saying recognize when that happens. What should pile number 3 leave behind or not to do too much? We have the Chariot. This is saying don't rush again. Don't rush. That's what I'm picking up here. Wow, it got really dark. I hope you can see the cards. It's crazy out there. I think comparing the beginning of this video and pile number 3, it's gonna be a drastic change. What to leave behind? Okay, 2 cards want to come up. We have the Queen of Candles as well as the World. There might be some type of a journey might be postponed. It can be mental or physical journey that I'm seeing here. If you feel like this is not working out the way that you want it to, maybe don't push it. It's saying there might be a better time for this, okay? Especially when it comes to travel or when it comes to maybe moving around. This is diversity. But this has to be led by your intuition. If you feel like you're pushing something or you're trying to make it happen too soon, it's saying kind of think about this, okay? Maybe have a better plan. There's something better coming for you. What are you going to be happy about next, pile number 3? You have a Star. You have the 3 of Potions. Friendships are really important here. And you have the 5 of Presents. I do believe that someone that left your life, you might have a bonding time again here. It feels very friendship-like, or someone that you've known in the past life that you were really close with and you enjoyed your time together. This person who was distant before, they coming back, but it does feel very unexpected for a lot of you, where you're like, wow, you know who I connected with now? It's been years or it's been ages. So it's connections that are going to surprise you, and you're going to be happy about that in the future. And the 3 of Candles. Yeah, it's like far away and now it's close. Whatever this is, it can be it doesn't have to be necessarily a person. Maybe it's something that you used to do in the past and you left it behind. Now suddenly you're really happy about doing this again, and you're like, oh, I found a new spark, you know. It's I'm gonna approach this project, this job, whatever this is, differently, and it feels like that's exactly what I need to do right now. So something coming back from your past to take a look at it again for you, that you have almost like a new set of eyes for now, and the time had to pass because you needed to be a bit of a different version for this to resurface. I do hope that this made sense, pile number 3. And tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 4 people. So I'd like to take a minute, guys, and thank you for your beautiful messages, encouragement, and for following what I do. Kind of giving me this support in my new endeavors that I'm going to be doing. For those who don't know, that's introspective hypnosis. I can't wait for it to be out there. I'm still taking time. I need to redo my website and find the best way possible to describe what it is and what it can give you as session. But yeah, I'm taking it slow. I've taken the private readings off for, I don't know for how long. I won't be doing it, but I really want to focus on that first. And I don't want, to juggle two things at once, because I just want to be fully ready for hypnosis to be out there and for me to be focused in a good place. And yeah, so thank you for those messages of yours, guys, and for following my work and watching the interviews with people that I do. I do believe that every interaction can bring something new to one's life. That's why the channel is changing a little bit now. Okay, so pile number 4. I'm gonna check on you first and see where you're at, what's happening, what's going on before we go on. You have the Queen of Swords. You have the 5 of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Tower reversed. Now, in out of 4 piles, we had Tower showed up. So this is the collective message already, saying expect the unexpected and sudden changes. Okay. Now, with the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Swords, I'm seeing here, I think for some of you, you're trying to work out a relationship with a female in your life, or it doesn't have to necessarily be a female, but someone who tends to be tough, very straightforward, and you might be like, oh, how do I approach this situation? Someone maybe in your family, at work, friends, partners, whatever the case, but I'd say I'm seeing someone who is trying to perfect their speaking skills. I don't know why this is coming through, or at least what they have to say to the world or in their career. Very logical based, very intellectual. It's saying keep learning if you are learning that. But along the way, know that there is a different side to you as well. And don't forget to, connect to your inner child, because for some of you, you tend to be, pile number 4, very serious sometimes. And it's saying don't forget to play meanwhile, okay? Pile number 4 is being asked not to hold any grudges, because it only acts as the toxins in your blood. Forgiveness might be needed for someone out there. Maybe someone from the past, something that there wasn't closure, it's saying, but remember that closure is your responsibility. The other person doesn't have to give you closure, right? We're not going to get it all the time. This is saying as long as you do it yourself and move on peacefully, or you realize what that situation taught you, you're going to be in a better place. All right. Let's see pile number 4. What you can expect. What you can expect, pile number 4. You have the 3 of Cups. You know what, when I looked at the 3 of Cups here, you know what song rang in my head? Let me find it very quickly so I'm sure that that's it. The name of the song is I Feel Like I'm Drowning by 2 Feet, and I kind of want to take a look at the lyrics here, because for some of you there might be a message there. All right, let's see. So he starts singing, you keep dreaming and dark scheming, yeah you do. You're a poison. We talked about the poison in the system, toxins, right? You're a poison, and I know that it's the truth. All my friends think you are vicious and they say you are suspicious. You keep dreaming and dark scheming, yeah you do. And then he goes, I feel like I'm drowning. You're holding me down. You are killing me slow. I feel like I'm drowning. Okay. And then he goes, you are so plastic and that's tragic just for you. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do when your looks start depleting and your friends all start leaving. You are so plastic and that's tragic just for you. I think for some of you, maybe there is some type of comparison that you tend to do here with other people. It's saying let's not do that. There is a bit of that, you know, hurt energy here that I'm picking up. That's gonna be dissipating, but once you allow it to. This is completely in your hands, in your power. It's saying let's come out of this situation because there is so much for you to see and experience. And we can't do that when we're still holding on to something that is not very beneficial for us. Saying, let's keep moving forward, let's make peace, let's find closure ourselves, because there is so much to explore. I'm seeing that for some of you, you gotta, you know, communicate with people and open your heart a little bit more. New friends, you know, be open for that. I know sometimes people, you know, comment in the comment section saying, hey, but I don't have any friends. But what do you do to find those new friends, right? It's not that those friends will be handed to you. It's the same like in relationship. People say, I want to have this type of partner, you know, and they have a list. But are you that type of partner yourself? Who you're trying to achieve? So this is almost like a mirror type of energy here that I'm seeing, and this is very beneficial for you to look at. Maybe if that's something that you've done, this is your big pat on the back saying good job. You analyze the situation, you found your strength in maybe not necessarily the best, you know, scenarios or not the most comfortable ones, and you're coming out of this. You know, there is going to be a cleansing period here because we do see a lot of water in the Three of Cups as well as the Star over here. It's saying make a new wish, you know, something new is coming up here for you. Let's continue. I like that for you. It seems like someone is manifesting a relationship here, but they're like, please, 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 please. I don't want the old energy. I want the new energy here. Okay, take a look at this. And you have the Nine of Cups. Maybe some of you, you know, looking at this, the Lover's card right here, you see the person watching these two people. Maybe for some of you, and the Three of Cups is here. For some of you, you just found yourselves in relationship where there was some type of distraction or there was someone else. It doesn't have to be a third party scenario. Sometimes when people are in relationship, mothers, fathers can interfere, right? Friends or whatever the case, maybe a job in some cases. And what you're wishing for a lot of you guys, it's saying make sure whatever you wish for when it comes to connecting with people, it doesn't have to be only romantic, that there isn't no interference. It's only you two having this beautiful connection and celebrating each other's love for one another. Again, it can be romantic, it can be platonic, right? But whatever you do, it's saying just make sure it's you know, you and them. So maybe sometimes people in pile number 4 tend to listen to what others have to say and it influences their judgment. Your decision has to come from your heart. You know, the final decision has to come from your heart, this is saying. Even if sometimes we are wrong, for example, say, you know, I'm going to give you a silly example where moms knows best, right? Moms know best. And mom tells, you know, her teenager saying, hey, this isn't a person for you, they're not good for you, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, the kid still goes and gets involved with that person because that's something that they gotta learn, right? So if they were always in that sweet spot, you know, this comfortable spot, you know, secure spot, there wouldn't be as many experiences. But as long as we acknowledge when this happens and as long as we know that that's something that we don't want to come back to. Overall, there is a wish coming true here, and it's very connected to the other person. We have the Seven of Cups. I want to say for pile number 4, if you are wishing for some type of connection, know that you are being listened to, okay? You are being listened to, but you just don't see what's happening behind the scenes for this to happen, okay? You have the Seven of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles. All right, so yeah, it's like it's hidden from you on purpose. Whatever this is, you know, it's hidden from you on purpose, because before this happens, you gotta realize it's like you're making new decisions and you're making new wishes, you know, what you didn't like before, now you're creating a new vision for yourself. And I'm seeing there might be a moment of, you know, I'm seeing a test in the future. You might be given 2 people or 2 opportunities that are quite similar. And what's going to help you decide what to go for is your own moon, which is your own intuition and discernment. Sometimes maybe in pile number 4, people find it difficult, you know, listening to their own gut. So what I tell people usually, you know, look back at those times when you made a decision and you knew deep inside that you should have chosen something else, and then you kind of regretted that. So it almost acts like, you know, a confirmation, as a pat on the back, saying like you are capable of knowing deep inside what's wrong and what's right. So let's implement a bit more of that in your life. Let's listen to those gut feelings. There is something else with the Nine of Cups that I'm feeling here, that wish that is coming true. For some of you, it's a different scenario. Yeah, a new opportunity, a solid one, and one that is longer lasting. That's what I'm seeing here. But it almost like it feels like it comes after a difficult period of time. And that difficult period of time, it's almost like it has to happen because you gotta have a new set of eyes. That's what I'm picking up. What should pile number 4 leave behind? Or what is not serving them anymore? What isn't serving them anymore? Contracts that are done and over with. And it's saying maybe it's not the best thing to keep continuing signing the same type of contracts, whatever that means to you, because you know where that leads to is the Nine of Swords here, and that's something that is we don't want you to do. As you know, it's saying pay attention to what keeps you up at night, what makes you anxious. Your clues are there. Connect to them. So that's something to get rid of. You know, what triggers you, what makes you feel anxious. What kind of contracts need to be finished, you know? You worry too much, pile number 4. We have scales from both sides here. Maybe sometimes people in pile number 4, they're trying to be too fair, and that fairness, you know, they put maybe other person first, you know, or they care too much for other people, and that kind of backlashes, you know. It's saying don't forget about, you know, yourself. Don't forget about yourself in the midst of things. I'm also picking up if someone wants some type of revenge, ask yourself why. I do believe that someone is or was very recently going through a difficult period of time that somehow reflects now and somehow is still very present. It feels like yesterday I'm hearing, you know? And if that has happened, you know, long time ago and you're still being triggered, those triggers are your clues to say, hey, let's look at this. It isn't finished. We gotta finish this, right? We finished this lesson. We learn from this. We move on. What are your guides, your spirit team, or your higher self proud of? What is your spirit team or your higher self proud of? We have the Knight of Cups, the pureness that you have. I do believe that for pile number 4, you might tend to, you know, look at things in black and white terms sometimes, but it comes in waves, I'm seeing. What are they proud of? What are they proud of? Yeah, literally how someone overcame a very difficult period of time, and they tried to find peace in themselves throughout that time, or purity, I want to say. There's something that was quite difficult to carry, difficult to handle, but at the end of the day, someone overcame it with a pure heart. Let's keep that heart pure, this is saying, okay? Because it's gonna be needed for you in the future, for new connections, endeavors, and things to come. I do hope that this made sense, pile number 4. Tribe, thank you for coming and visiting my YouTube channel and my readings. Love you as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.